Folks are calling this the biggest celebrity trial of the decade, and I can't disagree. Sean Diddy Combs just started his federal sex trafficking and racketeering trial here in New York. I'm Eliza Orlins, career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan, and I want to break down everything that's going on in that case for you. Sean Diddy Combs has been a cultural icon for over 30 years. Not just a rapper, but a Grammy-winning artist, a fashion entrepreneur, and a media mogul. His career has spanned decades, and his net worth was estimated to be over $700 million at one point. Sean Diddy Combs is facing multiple federal charges that include racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. These charges stem from incidents that took place between 2004 and 2024 when he was indicted and incarcerated on these charges. He has pled not guilty to all charges and has been held in jail since the indictment back in September. Before I go into these allegations or what the witnesses are testifying to, what the prosecution has presented, let me be clear that he is presumed innocent, just as anyone is who has not yet been convicted of a crime. That's how our legal system works, and that's important that we emphasize that because everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So the first thing that happened in this trial was, of course, opening statements where the prosecutor described the brutal and violent behavior Combs is alleged to have committed. It sounds like the prosecution was focused on his abuse of two former partners, including Cassandra, aka Cassie Ventura, who is expected to testify in this trial. They are alleging that Combs used violence, intimidation, and coercion to engage in a criminal enterprise that spanned 2 decades. In terms of his defense, it sounds like his lawyer argued that these were voluntary adult relationships and that Combs can be violent, jealous, volatile, even aggressive. And it sounds like his own lawyer described the attack on Cassie, the one that we know the video will be shown to the jury, as horrible, dehumanizing violence. But she told jurors that's not sex trafficking. That's not racketeering. That's not what he's charged with here. It sounds like the defense will be he may have committed domestic violence, but he did not, in fact, commit these things that he is charged with. And it sounds like the defense is also pointing to the money. It sounds like the defense has already pointed out that Cassie, in fact, sued Combs for $30 million, and he did settle with her for a substantial amount of money. And since then, he has been hit with over 80 lawsuits. The jury has apparently already been presented with about 5 videos, including the surveillance video that shows the assault on Cassie, as well as iPhone video from a hotel security guard who took video because he said his wife wouldn't believe what he had seen. The hotel security guard was the first witness, and the second witness was a male stripper who claims he was paid to meet Cassie and Combs for a sex party. Ultimately, while this case is going to garner national attention, it's going to come down to whether or not federal prosecutors are able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt the elements of each one of these federal crimes, and that remains to be seen. There are no cameras allowed in the courtroom, so we will have reports every day as to what transpired and courtroom sketches, but otherwise you won't be able to follow along live. So that being said, make sure you're following me, Eliza Orlins, for more. I will be breaking this down, and I hope you're following for updates because this trial is going to be massive, and I'll be following every step. Feel free to leave questions in the comments if you have them, and thanks for being here.
Subscribe to The Contrarian on Substack.